Welcome again for the current session. Would like to welcome our next speaker, His Excellency Khalid Al Zayani, OBE Chairman of the Bahrain British Business Forum. And His Excellency will be talking about Bahrain promoting trade, investment, and meaningful business relationships between the Kingdom and the UK. You're welcome, sir. Take it away.
Thank you very much for allowing me to participate in this conference. I shall start with my first slide. UK is amongst Bahrain's most important trading partners. 200 years of relationships made Bahrain UK company's best choice as a gateway to GCC. Likewise, Bahraini companies chose UK to invest in the UK and beyond. UK and Bahrain signed in '71 a friendship treaty to ensure stronger ties in trade and investments. Prior to pandemic, bilateral trade peaked to 1.33 billion. Bahrain is one of the UK's largest export markets in the GCC. 220 trade started. UK imports 133.9 million Bahrain dinars, which is 356.2 US dollars. UK exports 17.4, US 46.2 million, and total trade 220, imports and export 151.3 million, which is 402.4 million US dollars. UK foreign trade was Bahrain 343.5 million, which is almost $1 billion US dollars. Trade between the two nations predominantly was in financial services, manufacturing, construction, transport, and communication, as well as real estate and business services. Bahrain has three main prime industries: aluminium, petrochemicals, and iron. It is looking for technology partners to downstream in Bahrain these prime industries, taking advantage of availability of liquid aluminium, petrochemical stock, and iron supplies produced at extremely competitive cost. Exporting goods out of Bahrain is extremely competitive, as all containers leave the Gulf empty back to their international destinations. Examples of companies in Bahrain: DMARC 360 is a startup innovation by EDX Labs and research and development company based in Bahrain. Their security as service is based on global net framework, and this company is based in several centers of activity. They have expanded their presence to the UK as well as other countries like Australia and South Africa. Reckitt Benckiser, a global leader in health, hygiene, and home consumer products that opened their facilities in Bahrain in 1913, initially employing about 100 people and servicing the entire region. Leading law firms in the UK include Towers and Hamlins and Charles, Russell and Speechless. HSBC and Standard Chartered, which was the first bank in Bahrain, launched in 1920, played a pivotal role in establishing Bahrain as the region's financial center. Regional opportunities also are available in Bahrain. Wider MENA region offers UK businesses a variety of untapped opportunities out of Bahrain. GCC market is a fast-growing US 1.5 trillion opportunity for British businesses. Using Bahrain as their gateway will put them at a great advantage and ease the process of accessing these dynamic markets. Financial attractiveness of Bahrain. Why Bahrain? Bahrain offers up to 45% more cost competitive opportunities than those of our neighbors. Bahrain has zero corporate taxes, and it has 100% foreign ownership allowed for some time, so many years ago. Human capital, availability of highly skilled, bilingual, local workforce with the option to hire expat talent. Tamkeen, the labor fund, funds training of unskilled talent as other private sector initiatives such as Amazon Web Services. Government focuses on upskilling the population to ensure that the workforce is ready for jobs of tomorrow. Bahrain has one of the world's youngest and fastest growing populations, the world's highest internet growth rate, and accounts for 10% of global mobile app traffic and revenues generation. Smartphone penetration is well over 100%. Lifestyle. Bahrain has an open and a welcoming population, home for churches, synagogues, temples for more than 100 years. Freedom of religion practice is protected by law. Home of international schools to serve local and foreign populations. Bahrain is ranked amongst the best place to live and work for expats. I have 2 websites for you to research that fact on. Team Bahrain. We have a forward-thinking government with clear vision for the future. Access to key decision makers within the kingdom. Connectivity, world-class infrastructure, airports, roads, ports, utilizing latest technologies, nationwide 5G, and home to major international data centers. Bahrain hosts the region's first Amazon Web Services hyperscale data center. Financial services and fintech. Bahrain hosts the region's oldest and most established banking and financial services. In 2019, Bahrain celebrated 100 years of banking. Financial services sector is Bahrain's highest non-oil contributor to its economy. It represents 17% of non-oil GDP product. Bahrain is home of 400 financial institutions where they enjoy stable, predictable, and proven regulatory and business environment with substantial services to the industry and every business sector. Bahrain's startup ecosystem has made it a testbed for technology companies and gateway to their Gulf markets and beyond. Bahrain reacts quickly to global changes and quicker than its neighbors. Indeed, most other countries embracing latest emerging financial technologies. The Central Bank of Bahrain is an innovative regulator. It was the CBB that granted license to BHI, the region's first regulated peer-to-peer lending platform, founded by UK entrepreneur Craig Moore to launch a first of its kind debt-based crowdfunding platform in Bahrain, a game changer for the region's SMEs and startups. Bahrain is home to Bahrain's FinTech Bay, region's first and largest FinTech hub, region's first nationwide FinTech regulatory sandbox regulated by the Central Bank of Bahrain. Open banking pioneers such as Trabat Gateway, and which raised the largest ever seed round in the region at 13 million, has offices in the UK as well as Bahrain and the UAE. Others such as robo advisory, crowdfunding, and sustainable finance followed suit. Education and health. Bahrain is eager to partner with international universities to set up branches in Bahrain or to collaborate on course provisions to serve large numbers of local and GCC students, as well as MENA students. Bahrain boasts 12 private universities, including the British University of Bahrain in partnership with Salford University, the prestigious Arabian Gulf University, and the Royal College of Surgeons in Ireland. Bahrain, a world leader in health education. For over 100 years, Bahrain pioneered healthcare services in the region. In addition to the government health services, there are many privately owned health centers serving local and regional patients. Many of these centers are joint ventures with internationally renowned operators from the best schools of medicine in the world. Bahrain specializes in such fields as hematology, genetic disorders, rehabilitation, diabetes management, gastronomy, and more. Bahrain wishes to establish itself as the center of pharma manufacturers to serve the Gulf and the region. Bahrain is ranked by the United Nations first in the MENA for information and communication technology readiness, a success driven by government's vision to position the kingdom as the regional leader in ICT and the regional hub for ICT industries. Launching of the region's first Amazon Web Services hyperscale data center in Bahrain has driven massive growth in data traffic towards MENA. Businesses operating in Bahrain enjoy protection of laws designed to safeguard their data, as stipulated in the Personal Data Protection Law modeled on the 1995 EU Data Protection Directive. Economic Development Board of Bahrain supports the growth of businesses between GCC and the UK. EDB offers in the UK, office in the UK. EDB has offices in the UK staffed with experts to facilitate their market entry into Bahrain. BBBF asks these questions. What is the realistic timescale for achieving a trade deal? And what do the core elements or sectors or industries that will form the backbone of that would look like? And the last thing we will ask, what can we at BBBF do to help and facilitate any joint ventures? Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for your very engaging presentation. So now we know at least the support that you offer to investors coming into Bahrain. Thank you so much.